in swipe coin, so go into swipe coin real quick for me, and then go to the three lines on the left, top left, and then go into notification settings. Do you have those alerts on?
The settings is all the way at the bottom. I had notification setting. I had gone here, and phone notification is on and email notification is on, but basically I don't get those alerts. I don't know why.
Okay, so those ones are on. The other thing that you need to do is, do you have an iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Okay, so go into your settings on your iPhone. Once you click settings, scroll all the way down and look for swipe coin, the app itself. So once you go to the app itself, try and see if notifications are on. By default, they're usually off on iPhones.
Maybe that's what the problem is.
Yeah. So make sure those ones are on.
Access to the notification should. I don't know why. All right. Well, they are on. When unlocked. So.
Then
announcing notification is off. I
off.
see. Yeah, I got it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Any other questions that have been burning throughout the week? This is the place to ask. Please utilize these calls to ask your questions. Anything else? Anything?
So, Jenny, can you also show us? I know one time you did it on the video somewhere. How to do the alert? To time to put the time clock when you are about to get to a zone. Through was it through the trader that you set the alarm?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Actually, Sally, this is actually something you were asking also. So Mercy is asking if you don't want to wait for the trade and you're taking, this is usually just TBX, right? You've gotten a TBX trade, and TBX is swipe option. And you're like, I don't want to sit here all day and waiting, right? You should know by now, MetaTrader 4, you can set up your sell limit or buy limit and leave it alone. It's going to take the trade whenever. But with time-based trading, that's where the problem is. So I'm going to show you how I learned, where I found this answer, because it's important for us to show you where to go get the answers. And it's funny, I was talking to somebody and earlier on, and the way we've learned the best is definitely going into IM Center or even using YouTube and Google. Trust me when I tell you that. If you have a question, you're like, oh God, I don't know where to find the answer. Please go to Google Man and YouTube and try to find the answer yourself. When you completely get stuck, then of course, reach out to Telegram. That's the way you're gonna learn. Ask anybody here that has learned. That's the way we've learned. So I'll show you where I found that trading view within IM Center, and then I will show you how I do it, okay? Because it's super important for me to show you where I find my answers. That way, next time you're like, okay, let me go get this answer myself, okay? So 1 second here. I'm gonna log in to IM Center. I'm gonna log in into IM Center. And then I will show you. There's a whole video on TradingView. So this is where I found how to use TradingView. And you honestly, IM Center, going to IM Academy itself, it's the first course of action before you go to YouTube and Google, because you obviously want to make sure that you're finding the right answers, right? But if you have a question like maybe something that, you know, you're just wondering where something is, please utilize your resources try Google Man. I call it Google Man. Try, and then once you're completely stuck, then of course, by all means, reach out for questions. So I think I saw it here. They've moved a few things around, so just bear with me. It might be under Forex. I'm trying to find that trading view video. People that have gone through this, it might be under Forex.
Hey, Janey.
Yeah.
You said Google Man?
Google Man.
Okay.
Google. That's my boy. I go there all the time to find answers. I call him Google Boy, Google Man. So trading view. Where did they put the trading view video? Anybody see it? It was here somewhere. EMA, geometry, balance, trading view. Where they put it? They moved things around the other day when they put in TBX. They added TBX, so I'm gonna check one more place, and then I will also show you. Oh, here it is. You see here? FRX 108.
108, okay.
Yeah. So if you listen to this video, it's gonna give you the basics, but I'm also gonna show you how I do it, okay? And then sometimes, honestly, you can come in here and say how to put alerts on trading view. We use this so many times. When we were brand new, me, Rose, Carol, Elizabeth, the OG people, we were on YouTube like crazy because we didn't have, Henry was not coming into calls like this the way he does now. So we were looking everywhere. See, like this one, he's already telling you how to set an alert in trading view. So I will show you how I do it though. You're gonna go into trading view. And then what you're gonna notice is it's kind of gonna look a little different from yours. Where did you go? Okay. So the reason why mine has a dark background or dark mode is I just went into settings. I do get people asking me that. I just went into settings just like you would on an iPhone. And I just changed the back end, and then I played around with candles. Okay. Now you get a trade in swipe option and you're like, shoot, okay, I don't want to sit here all day trying to wait for that trade. Remember, TradingView is also an app, so you can do this on your app. You come here, you say, okay, they give me a trade of NZD USD. I really want to put an alert. So let's say, for example, they're telling you, we really think the trade is going to be 0.64660. Or let me just say 0.64774, right? Where I put the alarm, I don't put it right on 774. I put it before. Why? It allows me to have time to react, logging into my phone or my computer and take the trade. So all you have to do is find your area like this, and then just click on this plus sign. You see that plus sign? And then just click add alert. The first one. That's it. And so the way you know it's been added is going to turn orange like that. And then if you come here, you see this clock here, Marcy? You just click it. And you're going to see that NZD USD is active on 0.647, whatever. Easy, right?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the way I do my alerts. Sally, did this make sense? I know you asked this question before.
Yes, it did.
Awesome. Any other questions that you guys want me to cover? Anything? Don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Jenny.
Yeah.
When you're on the market and you're waiting for a certain area to to hit a certain number, and that number passes you by maybe 1 point or 2 points, or is below 1 point or 2 points.
Mhm.
If you click, will you get up? Will you get into profit, or you're gonna lose?
Yeah, that's a
If you
really
off that, because you know how the market moves so quickly, especially when you're on the
yeah.
when you're on the broker and you're waiting for that number so as you can take your profit, but it's moved so quickly. So sometimes you get to a point that you are off maybe 2 points or 1 point, and sometimes I gain, sometimes I lose.
Yeah.
So I don't get it. And then also, if you want to touch bases on the timing, I'm trying to look on the bottom of to see where the timing goes. I don't get about the timing. I know everybody says timing is the key, but I don't get about the timing.
Okay. So your first question was if the value is off by just a peep or so, right? Like, yeah. The entries are given are rough estimates. So the zone could be in and out of the actual amount that you were given. So it doesn't make a difference for you. That's not the reason why you're not going to get that trade to go your way. If it's just by a peep or 2 peeps, it's fine.
Okay.
The thing that would make you not, make money is something bigger than just a peep or 2. A peep is just the value, let's say the value between $1 to $2, right?
Mm-hmm.
1, right? The value is 1, or the unit is 1. That's a peep. Now, that's not going to make you lose a trade. It has to be other things that are going to make you lose a trade. So it could be the market's changed. It could be the strengths changed, because we could get a trade. We could get a trade, and literally, like you guys saw it happen with Kenry yesterday, right? He gave us a trade for AUD USD, but right away, these numbers changed on us like quickly. You see what it's doing right now? 37 and 51, 39 and 50. It's changing a lot. And all of a sudden, AUD just gained a lot of value. So the original technical analysis was correct. They looked at the market based on what they were given, the data that they had at that point, it was right. They send it to you. Now, if this market start misbehaving because something quickly happened, then it could be one of the things that's gonna make you lose the trade. You're gonna get to a point, especially, I don't know if you guys are aware, we are all going through TBX training together. If you're not doing that, please start. It's super important. Why? We want every single person that just came in to be very familiarized with TBX, because it's going to get to a point where if you start asking basic questions, we're going to send you back to TBX, because that's the way we learned, right? So I digress, but I want to cover this. If you're not aware, we are doing a TBX challenge. It's a 6 weeks challenge. We want every single one of you to start going through TBX, okay? And the way we've done it, we've broken it down for you. We've said 101 to 105, you have to finish this by Saturday, because we want you to come in with a whole bunch of questions for Kenry and ask him all these questions. If there's something here that didn't make any sense, please write it down. And then next week, we're doing 201 to whatever. I have the schedule is within Telegram. If you have not seen it, please let me know. Tell me right here. I will tag you on my post. Why do we want to go through this? Because this is how we learned. Ask Irene, ask Carol, ask Rose, ask Elizabeth. We all went through this training to get to where we are, and we want to make sure that you guys are doing the same thing. So for the next 6 weeks, we're going to go through this slowly. Every Saturday, you have a chance to ask Kenry the hard questions. I'm also learning. I'm also going through this again. And this is going to help you so much, because now when your trade doesn't work, you're like, wait, did I look at everything? Okay. So that could be one of the reasons why it didn't work out. But let me also show you something. I still use the old checklist. So let me just show you what I do when I'm trading. I use the old checklist. Everybody should have access to this website. If you don't, please reach out to the person that signed you up. We are working on fixing this website because obviously IM Academy has changed. Now we have swipe option, we have TBA, we have Blaze. So I had to pull down the website temporarily to fix it. That way it can match what's happening. So let me just show you something real quick. I'm gonna log in into my website and I'll show you the checklist that I use. I use a checklist that is simple. Remember, Kenvry yesterday was saying, keep it simple. Keep it simple. I honestly, yes, I want to learn about retracement and all that stuff. That's good, but I'm making money the way it is right now. I'm keeping it simple. So let me just show you something that is going to really help you, and take a screenshot of this if you want. I use this checklist here, and I promise you I'm almost done with my website again, and I'll make this available to you again. Okay, this is a simple checklist I use. Okay, this is my point system. This, some of you have the other one that he has, DMI and blah, 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 all that stuff. That's also a good one. But the way I learned it this way. So check this out. When I'm looking for a call, okay, when I'm looking for a call, the first thing I'm gonna do is, obviously, I'm gonna go to the news and say, do I have any news? First of all, do I have any news, period, end of story? Because if I have news, I'm not touching that market. I'm not in a rush to lose money, okay? So I come in here, I look at the news. This is how I trade. I don't have any news right now. Okay, good. Always, always make sure that you're looking at this time here to make sure it's matching your time zone. Okay, that's one thing. The other thing I do is I go into the live charts very quickly. I look and say, which two currencies that I know go together have the best variance, the biggest variance. NZD USD is one of them. Why? This one has more bars than this one. So I already know. I ain't touching nothing else right now. I'm just gonna go and look for NZD USD. See how I make my life easy? I just come in here, I look. 76 and 16, yeah, sign me up. Okay. So now, what I'm gonna do here, if this thing refreshes, I'm gonna use my checklist. I don't like complicating my life. I'm just gonna look at my checklist. Okay, so when I look at NZD USD, NZD is 76, USD is 17. Who can tell me, if you think this is a put, type in 1 in the chat. If you think this is a put idea, type in 1 in the chat. If you think it's a call, type in 2 for me. Okay, put 1, call 2. Put 1, call 2. Call 2. All right. Is there anybody here, please, that doesn't understand why we think this is a call? This is actually a call. The reason why this is a call is because the USD, which is the second currency, has less strength. So if the bottom number is lower, it's a call. Call is also known as bullish, and it also known as buy. Marcy, did that make sense? Did that make sense?
Maybe that's why I have been messing up, because my at least the one we used for a call is the base currency weaker or stronger. So I was looking for that base currency, the
Yeah.
17.
Base currency doesn't mean the bottom number.
Oh, it wasn't. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. Yes, I'm so glad there is an aha moment. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy. Now, okay. So now we're looking, we know it's a call. Currency strength meter. Is the first currency greater than second currency? That's the reason why I like this little cheat sheet. Is the first currency, they don't even say base currency here. It's like layman, right? First currency greater than second? Yes, I have 1 point. Right? Am I seeing a green arrow? No, I'm not. Am I going to take this trade? No, I am not going to. I don't care what number it shows up here. Why? For me, I follow the double blessing strategy. There are other strategies, I'm telling you for a fact, that would take this trade, and honestly, they're probably going to clear this trade. But I don't use that strategy. The person that uses this strategy the most, her name is Millie Mills. So if you want to take trades that are not based on DBS, which is the double blessing strategy, which is Kendry's strategy, please make sure you listen to other traders. They're going to teach you other trading strategies. However, I'm going to tell you this. Kendry is the most accurate. He's the most accurate in the school. That's the reason why he's number one. Okay. So now, for me, NZD USD is donezo. I'm not touching that stuff because my checklist is not matching. I'm not even gonna say, oh, but it kind of looks, no, I ain't touching. I'm gonna wait for NZD USD to bring its butt down here in the green line and up and down here in the green line. And as long as currency strength is looking good and the timing is right, then I can take the trade. Let me show you that checklist. The green arrow. If there's a green arrow, 1 point. If currency strength is good, 2 points. Price in green Bollinger, let me just tell you the truth. I don't usually use this as much. And I don't use the second one, the price support line, as much. The main thing I look for is currency strength. And do I have a cross up on stochastic? And do I have a cross up on RSI? If I have these three, if I have cross up, and I have a currency strength, I'm feeling good about that trade.
So Jenny.
Yeah.
Don't leave me hanging here. So what about can you explain about the currency strength? When you're on the buy side or on the sell side, because I wasn't on the same page with you guys.
Yeah. Okay. This says currency strength mirror first. The first one is greater than the second one. What does that mean in terms of NZD USD? The first one is greater than the second one.
So it has to be it has to be stronger on either.
Which one is the first currency here between NZD and USD?
NSD, which is 72.
Exactly, right? It's stronger, right?
Yeah.
And this is going to be a really good trade, but it has to come down here. Yeah. So that's all.
So,
that's how you
so
know
it becomes a buy if it's stronger. If it's weaker, becomes a if the above number becomes weaker, becomes a sell.
Yep.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
Yeah. So you can take a screenshot of this. I'm also going to be opening up my website once I'm done editing it. But this is all I do. I don't even deal with all the other complications because that's the way I learned at the beginning. Kendry was brand new when he started teaching us. And now he's starting to teach more harder things. But for me, that's the way I've always traded, the easy stuff. And because I'm having success with it, that's the way I live it.
So one more question. So when you get the idea, it comes through your phone. You have to go through all these steps, like going to the market strength and all that.
It really depends. If I see it from Kendry, I don't really bother too much. However, it is not a bad idea to quickly just look. Honestly, it's going to take you milliseconds. If you can come here, the way we did it was, honestly, we memorized this, like we crammed this like it's KCSE. Deanne is not going to know what KCSE is, but we crammed this like it's an exam. So if you quickly open up your hourglass very quickly, you should be able to tell if this is a trade you're going to take. Because you're looking at, okay, they told me it's a call. Okay, let me quickly just look. Is this the Bollinger Band, not Bollinger Band, is RSI and stochastic on green? Are the currency strength looking good? Do I have an arrow? Yes or no? It takes you less than a minute to look. That's just overprotecting your money. Can you take that trade blindly? Of course you can take the trade blindly, right? Because they've evaluated the trade. But what if it's at the end of the day, it's your money? So do you want to double check? I double check. Swipe options, I double check. When it comes to swipe coin or I am Blaze, I don't check. Honestly, I don't even understand the intricate details of BTC, the way it moves, in order for me to even check. And let me just tell you this. I have not lost a BTC in a very long time. I have not lost a swipe coin trade in a very long time, and I don't even double check. The only reason why I double check this is because I know that there's different strategies, and it's kind of cool for me to see, okay, what strategy is being used here. If I get a trade idea and they're telling me to take a put right now, I already know that's not a strategy from Kendry. Does that mean that that trade is not gonna go our way? No. All those traders are really good. All of them are multimillionaires, so they know what they're doing. For me, the way I've learned it, I've learned it through double blessing strategy, and I always just cross out, hey, let me just see how things are looking. Do I feel comfortable taking this? No. I'm not gonna take this because I like taking trades with double blessing strategy, but I can tell you for a fact, there's no way all these traders will be sending those trade ideas if they were not accurate. Kendry just has a very, 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 very high accuracy rate. Any other questions? Okay, I'm going to cover something very quickly. A lot of you guys are now starting to use Hugo's Way. And some of you have been asking me how to fund it. So I'm quickly going to cover that with you guys. Hugo's Way is one of the swipe coin related brokers. So here's what's happening. When you're trading TBX, you are going to be using probably, and it's up to you, obviously you make your own selection. You're probably going to be using a Byte Forex, a Pocket Options, an IQ Cent. Those are probably the brokers that you're going to be using. The reason why you're using those brokers is because the software was created for that kind of trading. Now, when you start to trade cryptocurrency or IM Blaze trades, you need a different broker. Why? The software has been made for those specific kind of trades, right? So that's the reason why if you're trading Swipecoin or IM Blaze, you need to be using MT4. MT4 by itself is not a broker. At least we don't use it as a broker. We use it as a platform where we attach the broker. Now, a lot of you guys are asking, how do we put money into Hugo's Way? So I'm going to quickly cover this. By the way, that video, what I'm about to show you, is also on my website right now. You can literally go there and click on the YouTube video, and it's going to show you how to fund your broker, okay? But I'm going to show you quickly, okay? So let me see here. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to share my screen. Sally, this is going to be for you too, okay?
Okay.
Cool. Now, when you log in into your Hugo's Way, you're going to come in. It's going to look like this, right? So all you have to do is click on deposit funds. Okay. Once you click on deposit funds, you're going to select how you want your money to look like. Okay. Let me see. And then you click on select a type, which is Bitcoin. We use Bitcoin because it's easy. And then you put whatever amount you want. Okay. You're just going to hit proceed. And then once you do that, it's easy. all you have to do is, if you have Cash App or if you have Coinbase, you take your phone. You can do it two different ways. You can either use the QR code, or you can take this number here, copy it, go into Cash App. Once you go into Cash App is gonna ask you literally, where do you want me to send this money? Okay. And that's where you're going to be putting in your address. So I will show you very quickly. Gonna get into my Cash App. It's easy. And how did I learn this? I swear to God, Google, man. That's how I learned. I went into Google and it popped up. Shoot. It popped up a video. So let's go here. So I'm gonna go into Cash App. Gonna go. Oh shoot, my phone is about to die. So I'm gonna go into Cash App. If you've never bought a Bitcoin, it's easy, you guys. Okay. Once again, there is a video on my website that shows you how to buy a Bitcoin. All you have to do is come to the bottom of the screen. You click B. You click buy. You select the amount of money you want for Bitcoin. Okay. Once you do that, it's gonna blah, 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 tell you, you confirm. Anybody confused on that? Everybody has bought a Bitcoin before, right? Any questions? Sally, do you have any questions? I'm only picking on you because I know you need this step.
No, I'm still learning.
Perfect. Now, let's assume that we have the Bitcoin that we need. Remember the Hugo's address that we grabbed from the other side, right? All I need to do is now click the send button. This one. It's going to ask me how much Bitcoin do you want to send? I click send. It's going to, okay, of course, I don't have any Bitcoin. Then it's going to tell me, where do you want to send this? All I do is I take that Hugo's Way address and I paste it here and it goes into Hugo's Way. That's how you find your Hugo's Way. It's easy. Anybody with any questions on that or around that?
Jenny.
Yeah.
What's the percentage of what's their commission, Hugo's Way? Do you know how much they take once you start? Like, cause I know in the demo, they don't, you just get all the money that's there, but what's the commission? Do you know?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. That's a very good question. I don't.
Okay. Cause you know, like with pocket options or bid Forex, you see what you're getting. So you know straight. And
yeah.
I guess when I'm studying, I'm seeing about spreads and I'm like, oh, what are all those things? I guess I need to research.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
because it says it depends on the spread. And I'm like, what do you mean depends on the spread?
Yeah. Those are really good questions. I'm so happy you're going through all that because those are really, 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 really good questions for Kenry if you don't understand.
Okay.
Yeah. When I take my trades, I'm mainly using Osprey FX, and I can kind of see they probably take about $5 for each trade that I take. So I don't know what for Osprey. I don't know what the percentage is. I should.
Yeah.
All I know is like I'm keeping most of the money.
Okay.
Yeah. Awesome. I'm
Thank
happy
you.
you're studying that.
Yeah, Jen, please, could you do one more?
Yes, of course. Go ahead. Can you hear us? We can't hear you.
Yes.
Go ahead. What's your question?
How to get the lot size? How to calculate the lot size?
Very good question. How do you calculate lot size? Honestly, okay, so I will show you what I do. And then let me show you the resource first, because it's important for me to show you where I find this stuff. So if you start studying the TBX, the courses that we asked you to study this week, you're going to come across it here. It's on the 102, okay? So I will show you real quick here. The way I do it is I use the lowest, I use 0.10 for me, okay?
Okay.
0.01 is literally taking a $1 trade on 100. Is that
Okay.
right? Did I say that right, you guys? The people that have studied, where is Irene?
Yeah.
Is
Yes.
that right? 0.01 is $1. Is a
It's a
0.01
dollar over 100.
is a dollar over 100.
Yeah.
Yes. So if you take 0.10,
Mhm.
you're taking $10 on 100.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So any amount I have of 1 over the amount.
Can you repeat?
So it should be 1 over the amount that I have.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So I don't have to go through the other long way of putting, I don't know what numbers, like in the chart.
In MT4?
Yeah.
Yeah, so MT4, the only thing you need to do, let me show you real quick. On MT4, the only thing you need to do to allocate your lot size is this. Hold on, give me 1 second here. I'll show you. Once you set your lot size, you don't have to do anything else. You just have to set it up on the top. I love in a car too, and then it just stays that way. Oh, I caught myself. Deanne was gonna be like, what did you just say? What did you just say? Okay, let me get into one of my demos. What password for that one? Okay. I'm not logged into my demo, so hold on, let me see if I can. Okay, I think I found the demo. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen real quick. Yeah, that's a really good question, Sarah.
Okay.
So you go in here, MetaTrader 4. So up here,
Mhm.
up here is where you're setting your lot size. So if you put 0.01, you're basically saying, I'm going to take a 0.01% of my entire amount of money that I have in my broker.
Okay.
Yeah. And then if you set it to 10, the same thing, 0.10. So if it's $500, you're just saying, I'm going to take times 0.10. So you're literally just taking $5
Okay.
of, yeah.
All right.
Good questions, good questions.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What other questions, you guys?
Okay, Jen, I have a question.
Yeah.
So I had a demo account on Ugo's Way. Then I wanted to open a active account with the money on it. But I don't know what is going on. I don't know. Do I have to create another login for the Ugo's Way, or do you have to do it through the MetaTrader?
Yeah.
I've tried to look several videos, but I don't know. Maybe I missed it, so I'm kind of locked.
Oh, I see. Okay. So my understanding is, let me see here. Hold on, I'll share my screen with you real quick. So when you go into Hugo's Way, and honestly, the way I've found these answers is just YouTubing. Okay, so if you go under my accounts and you say create account here, right now you have a demo, right? So you already
Right.
log in. All you have to do is just come here and you say, I want to create an MT4 ECN account. That's a live account. That's all you have to do. And you put your leverage and you say create. Okay, please create a deposit and fund your wallet creating an account with this, right? And then you just say, please create a deposit and fund your, before you create an account. Okay, so they're saying deposit now. And then you can come in here, put in your stuff, Bitcoin, and then you deposit, and then it's gonna create a live account. At least that's my understanding with Hugo's Way.
Oh my God, YouTube just messed up with me because I did on the, it told me to do on the MetaTrader 4 to add an active account. So I tried to enter there, it doesn't let me.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, you still have to attach it in MetaTrader 4. You
But
still
it's
have to.
attached. It's attached on demo.
Yeah. Once you create this, you still have to go to MT4 to attach it. You click new, and then you look for the live account, and then it's gonna ask you to log in into this account on MT4.
So what should I start first? Should I start on Ugos or MetaTrader 4?
Hugo's way. Hugo's.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what really confuses me. I'm like, where am I supposed to start? Meta or
Yeah.
Ugos? Okay, thank you.
And those guys are very good. If you chat them, they'll really take you through step by step.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
Awesome.
you.
It's good to know that. Thank you. It's good to know that. Alrighty. Well, you guys, I need about 10 minutes. That way I can get to my next call. I'm super excited. We are reading a book this month. Please participate in reading that book. If you're not aware, we are reading The Power of the Subconscious Mind. Maybe Deanne can tell us how it's going. Deanne, do you want to tell us how it's going with your reading?
Oh, I love it. It's been an eye opener. I didn't know that what little negative that you can think overpowers the whole mindset, even within your day. So now what I do before I fall asleep, of course, I do my prayers to the Lord, but I always do affirmations about myself and that I could be successful. And you know what? Ever since I've been doing it for the past 3 days, I'm just more cheery at work. I'm more positive. And I know that I'm making a difference, not just for myself, for others too that are around me. So it's been an eye opener.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
That is so awesome, because you guys, God created us in his own image. So that means that we have infinite ability to do whatever it is that we want to do. And what limits us is our thinking. So if you want to be anything in life, if you want to be successful in trading, if you want to be the best and the best mom, if you want to be anything, you have that ability. What has happened is you look at where another human has reached and you're like, oh, that's where the limit is. But guess what? You have your own limits. And so that's the reason why we're reading this book, because the thinking, what you're telling yourself affects the way you trade. If you keep telling yourself, oh, I'm not so good at this, I'm not good with numbers, that's exactly what the subconscious mind is picking up, because the subconscious mind is a part of the brain that is receiving the programming you're giving it. It's saying, okay, what should I do? Oh, I'm afraid. Okay, I'm afraid. Subconscious mind, the subconscious mind says, oh, you're a good trader. Subconscious is like, yes, I'm a good trader. And so you have to keep feeding it every single day, especially before you go to bed. And I'm going to share with you the video I listened to. I listened to a 3-hour video while I'm falling asleep to program my mind. I'm going to share it with you on Telegram. And I use that every single day. It just reminds me and programs my head to go to sleep as a winner. There's nothing that can stop me, you guys. With God on my side and the mindset that I've created through reading books, there's nothing that can stop me from being who God wants me to be. And that's the power of reading. But I want to show you how we're doing this, you guys. In case you're not familiar with this, it's super important. All you have to do is come to Facebook, Janey Bode Book Club. And thanks so much, Deanne, for just sharing that with us. You're going to come in here. You're going to download. You're going to find your own book. We're using Audible. We find Audible to be easy. Audible by Amazon. Download this book and start listening to it. We have broken down. We're going to read this book all the way to the end of this month, the 29th, and we have a meeting on that day. So week 1 is this week. We're reading chapter 1 to chapter 5. Week 2, we're reading chapter 5 to chapter 10. But we're also now commenting on what we're reading. Okay. If you want, you go ahead and comment here. And thanks so much for people that are commenting. Deanne, you're amazing for putting in comments in here. It's amazing. Okay. So comment in here and tell us how the book is going. People are reading this. It's amazing. It's amazing. This book is amazing. It's going to change the way you think about everything. I loved reading this from Deanne. It's so amazing. Because what you tell yourself is what you end up being. A good trader, a good person, a successful, wealthy, good marriage. It's because of what you're thinking for the most part. I want you guys to be the best you can ever be. Having the money is a really good means of doing this. So I am teaching you what I do, what I've done to be where I am. And I want you guys to learn exactly the way I'm doing it. I work on my spirit every single day. Every day I wake up and I read Jesus Calling. Okay. I do my exercise, I read my book. And from there, nothing can touch me. Nothing can touch me. Because I've prepared myself spiritually, I've prepared myself mentally, I've prepared myself with exercise. And the rest of the day is literally, I'm grabbing that day by its you know what. Okay, and then I go trade. So my mind is calm, I'm looking at things the right way, I'm not all freaked out with anything. So please join us with this TBX challenge. It's super important. Join us with the book. I'm also looking for those people that are wanting to make $1,000. It's a 45-day challenge. Make $1,000 from sharing this opportunity with other people. If that's you and you're ready to run, let's do it. I'll show you how we've been doing it. Otherwise, God bless you, you guys. Nobody in this team should be paying the monthly fee. Give yourself that challenge this month. Look for 2 people. If you don't even want to do the P1000, which is $1,000 a month, look for 2 people. Don't be paying no monthly fee. That's not the way we roll. We want that money in your pocket. That way you can trade it. God bless you. Thank you so much for being here tonight. If you have any guests, please bring them. Please subscribe to my YouTube. That way, every time I go live on YouTube, even if you're not there with, for having any meeting, it's going to notify you on email that Janey Bode is on. So please make sure you go subscribe to the YouTube and make sure that if you find a video useful, share it with other people. We're here to help each other out. God bless you, you guys, and have a good night. Bye.
Good night, Jenny. Bye.